Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, fans are completely eating up Love and Hip Hop star Yandi Smith after the recent premiere of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 12. Because Yandi, did you really just say that that was you in that woman's DMs and that was not your man? Let's go ahead and get into what happened, okay? Now, another cast member, her name is Jessica White, decides to bring some receipts of Yandi's husband Mendesis and her niece's DMs, okay? Now, Yandi, she decides to completely flip the script. I think I can speak for us all when I say that none of us was expecting Yandi to say this, but she's like, actually, I know about this. This was me in your niece's DMs. This was not my husband, Mendesis. She was like, matter of fact, I was there when they seen each other. So Yandi explains the story as she and Mendesis was at the club, and that's when she decided to walk away from Mendesis. Her niece, Jessica White's niece, decided to walk up to Mendesis, and allegedly she was being aggressive with him. And she decided to ask Mendesis, don't you have a wife? Aren't you married? And he was like, it's complicated. It's complicated. What's complicated, Mendesis? Because as we see, you and Yandi, y'all are married, y'all together. What's complicated, okay? I would have been like, what is complicated? Red flag number one, okay? Anyways, when Yandi decides to walk back, she asks Mendesis what happened. He explains the situation, and he's like, I don't even know her, okay? Then we go over to Mendesis being outside, and child, it seems like Yandi was just trying to convince Mendesis of the whole situation. Mendesis, it seemed like he didn't really have much to say, like he was confused. Now, I understand this is reality TV, so we kind of have to give this the benefit of the doubt because they do take a lot of these clips and things out. But it does seem like Mendesis was trying to say something, and they just took it completely out. So they had Mendesis looking like, what? Like, what's going on there? Now, Jessica, she ends up saying, look, no matter what, nothing is complicated. You should never say that things are complicated between you and your wife. And I completely agree with Jessica White, even though I feel like the situation is just messy. And she was getting emotional, but to me, I just honestly don't feel like she felt as bad about the situation. Maybe when she got in front of Yandi, but honestly, I just feel like these people deserve Oscars at this point. And I know that Oscars, you don't get an Oscar for shows, you get it for movies, but still, their acting was just spot on. A lot of us just don't believe that it was Yandi. Honestly, I just feel like it was Mendesis because even going through these messages, we could actually see them. Like, they showed them on the screen. This is how messy things are getting on reality TV. But we can see he's like, hey, or this is allegedly Yandi, okay, Yandi, wink, wink, we know this is you. Hey, and then she's like, hello, and then he's like, how you doing, question mark, question mark, question mark, okay? Now, for him to do those double messages, you could tell this was not no Yandi, okay? Because why are you trying to rush a response? Anyways, she's like, I'm good, you, and then he's like, I'm great, love, where you at these days, Miami or Atlanta? So Yandi, you're telling me you was doing all of this in your husband's DMs, trying to figure out where this woman was? That don't even make sense. Then the woman is like, both, I'm here till Sunday. So it was a lot of small talk, obviously, that was going on in these DMs, which leads me to believe that this wasn't Yandi. I honestly believe if it was Yandi, it just would have been longer paragraphs, or she would have ended up saying, like, look, do not be DMing my man. He's married. I don't know what you got going on, but you know that we are together, so I don't know why you're trying to cause problems within my marriage. But there's none of that in these DMs. So we're wondering why, of course, Yandi is willing to make herself look a little weird within this situation just to save Mendesis, because Yandi, if this was you, why are you talking to this woman this way? I mean, I think it would have been better off with you just letting Mendesis have this and say this was Mendesis, because why are you asking where this woman was? Were you going to meet up with her or what? Now, child, I'm telling you, I cannot even take this situation serious. I'm seeing people reenact what Yandi said and make TikTok videos talking about this is how I lie on a daily basis, and I'm just completely cracking up. Even though I understand that Yandi, she got emotional, Jessica White, she was emotional during this episode. Like I said, I just think the acting was spot on, because no way this situation is completely serious, but now that it's blown up and it's hit the blogs, right? Lil Mendesis, he decided to speak out, and he was like, no, it was actually me. I was the one in this woman's DM. So first it was Yandi, now Lil Mendesis is speaking out and saying that he was the one in the DMs, and obviously he's making a joke out of the situation. It's comical at this point.
Like, bro, that's mad creative. I'm not saying she lying. I don't think she lying. I'm be honest. I sent that DM. It was me. It was me. I sent that DM. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying for sure. Not. I did that. I'm gonna take full. I'm gonna take full accountability on that. That was my fault. That was me. You know what I'm saying? I got his account. My dad don't really use Instagram like that. He old school. So for me, I be on his account. So that's what happened. You feel me? But they don't want to give me screen time. So feel me? And me, I don't want screen time. I don't really be caring for the TV. You know, I be on the YouTube with it. I like my own. But I don't really care about it like that. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It was really me. Like I use my dad Instagram. So I saw a girl in the club. I forgot her name, but I saw her in the club. Like, oh, feel me? You look good. Feel me? This my dad IG. I send the messages. So I sent the messages. So you know what I'm saying? It's not what it looked. It was just to give y'all story time. Like
Now, Lil Mendesis, we know that that was not you and your father's DMs, okay? Who are you trying to convince, us or yourself, okay? But overall, y'all, I will say this, all jokes to the side, I honestly do think that the lesson that we can learn from this is to stay out of married people's business, stay out of their business, okay? Because I honestly do think that Yandi and Mendesis at this point, they have something set up in their marriage where they understand it and they're okay with what they have going on, but they just don't want the public to necessarily know about it. But the thing is, when you sign up to be on these reality TV shows, people are going to find out. Okay, they are going to rip and tear your marriage apart. They're going to take things out of the woodworks and bring it up because that's what you signed up for that bag. Okay, that's why I really did think it was smart when Lil Mendesis, he was like, yeah, I stay on YouTube. I don't want no camera time because I could kind of, that's my area. I could kind of, yeah, because let's just get into the real tea on YouTube or any other platform where you could put out your own content. You control the narrative, you control the storyline. But when you hop on these reality TV shows, they're able to throw things at you left field. You sit down and have a conversation with the person, and you're thinking y'all about to talk about the zoo. The whole time, this person has receipts of your husband texting somebody else. Okay, it's just completely messy, but that's something they do, and that's why I really wanted to feel bad for Yandy when she started to cry and everything. But then I was like, hold up, you signed up for this. When you signed that dotted line to be on that reality TV show, she absolutely 100% signed up for all of this, for her family. And it's unfortunate that she feels like her family name is being tarnished. But like I said, that's what you sign up for. Come on now, we are not in 2007, 2005, when people are oblivious and naive to what they're signing up for to be on these reality TV shows. Come on, we have to remember we're in 2025. Everybody knows what they're getting into when they sign up to be on these reality TV shows. You don't necessarily know all the details and everything you're walking into, but you know that you're going to be tested. And especially if you're coming on there with your marriage, your relationship, honey, they are going to test you to the works. They are going to test your marriage. And that's why you want to make sure that you have a strong bond, a strong, dynamic set up within your marriage, because if it's not strong, it will be tested and y'all can break apart, unfortunately. And I do believe that some of these things are messed up, like, or made up. I don't even know if I necessarily believe everything with the Rashida and Kirk situation, because it's still hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that Rashida is deciding to stay with Kirk after all of that. Like, I don't know. It's just mind blowing to me. I understand they have years together, but still, like, really, Rashida? And they be playing around and laughing like it's nothing, okay? But I do understand. This is something that we also have to understand, guys, because social media will make it feel like, oh my gosh, a man cheats once and you have to leave, when a lot of women are not doing that out here. Like, after a while, when you have been in a marriage or relationship so long, some people are just like, well, as long as we're doing what's best for our kids and we're there for our kids and our family that we have created, and we're making money and we have a roof over our heads, we have a place to live, we have cars, then we're good. Like, you could kind of dibble and dabble and do what you want. Sometimes they do set up things like that in their marriage. And that's what I feel like Mendesis and Yandi have going on at this point. Like, maybe Yandi was allowed to, or she did something while he was locked up, and that's why she's allowing him to do his own thing, because the way that she was defensive, and it just doesn't seem like she was really like, I don't know. At first, when Jessica decided to bring this information to her, she was just a little too calm for me. But then at the end, she ends up getting very emotional. So it just gives me that maybe in the moment she was being defensive, but then it ended up hitting her, and then she started to get emotional when she was in front of Mendesis. But either way, the situation is very messy, child. And like I said, I just want to stay out of grown people's business, okay? At this point, even though I'm grown, I want to stay out of their business. I want to stay out of married people's business as well, because it just gets too confusing and it doesn't make sense. Like, some of these people are allowing people to cheat on them, even in relationships, okay? People who are not even married yet, allowing a man to just cheat, do this, and that. And sometimes it's just hard to keep up with, okay? We got Yandi talking about now, this is something new. And now men are talking about, yeah, I need a woman like Yandi. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Do you believe Yandi? Do you really feel like it was her in those DMs? Or are you feeling like, come on, Yandi, ain't nobody falling for that. We know that it was Mendesis, but you sticking up for him. Let me know in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching Room for Tea. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a blessed rest of your day.